What up? What up? What up? So here we are tattooing my good friend George Lugo today. We had a lot of fun with this tattoo. He was able to sit for almost 5 hours is how long it took. We did this piece including 2 roses to represent him and his wife. The timepiece represents the time his son was born. The Roman numerals in the bottom are his birthday, and there's a small button growing out off the top of the clock to represent his son. So he wanted to get this one done in black and gray, which I was more than happy to do. He didn't really have much of a opinion on what he wanted it to look. He basically just gave me free range, which is super cool. I'm using the Feiyu by Axis Rotary. It's the 3.5 stroke. It's a very versatile machine. You could do anything with it. Basically line and shade just as easy. I'm currently using it at roughly 8.6. When I get into the heavy shading on the outside, I slow it down a little bit. Bring it down to around 7.8. 7.8 or so. But yeah, mostly everything is done, or I get it started with the 3 liner. Some of the shading I bump it up with a 7 round liner. These Roman numerals on the clock, man, you gotta do them very, very cautiously. They take a long time. It's a very tedious procedure. Normally when people hold their cell phones, it's a bad idea. They tend to move around a little bit, and if you want a lot of precision on these numbers, you really gotta take your time, and they gotta understand, hey man, we trying to do this as tight as possible, and in order to be able to achieve it, you have to do your part as well. And at the end of the day, it's a team effort. I can't quite remember how long the actual clock or the timepiece took. For those wondering, I really cannot remember. All I know is it definitely took my patience for sure. Sorry about the sounding on the chair here. It's an old chair. I'm due for a new desk chair. Staying after hours here, yawning already, tired as hell. Been here since 10 a.m. It's already 8:22 p.m. and I'm doing a commentary on on today's tattoo. I don't know, I'm just trying stuff out. I hope you guys dig the different approach of doing things. I know most of you don't want to see the whole tattoo being done, and you prefer to see a time lapse. So I mean, whatever, I'll do it. Why am I not using the Valhalla at the moment? You know what? I love the thing. I really love the machine. It's amazing. Every once in a while, I like to switch it up and use my other Axis machines. Just the other day I busted out the direct drive. I used it a few times actually. I don't know, every once in a while I like to change things up. It's fun. But yeah, I don't get me wrong, I love the the Valhalla. The Valhalla is awesome. I'm just every once in a while I just love these little the little fail, man. It's just, I don't know, it's cool, you know. It's not as fun as a Valhalla as far as being able to swap out on the fly, changing the strokes and getting different effects. You know, that stuff is cool. But every once in a while, as I said, I'll switch it up and put out, you know, a different machine on the table. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm not using the Valhalla on this one. I'm pretty sure I'll use it on the next one. Who knows? What a day, what a day, what a day. Friday, February 26, 2021. I mean, I'm glad we're at least tattooing, you know. Just last week, we lost power here at the shop. We didn't have power for a few days. And then to top it off, once we finally got juice going, the next day that next day we lost water. So we couldn't use the facility. We obviously couldn't tattoo because no running water. And it took a couple of days to get water back and, you know, get back to work and catch up on all these postponed appointments, you know, playing catch up all over again. Right here I'm using a 15 mag long taper, and as I said earlier, I slowed down the machine. It definitely packs, man. It's like butter tattooing with this thing. So yeah, little by little, you know, little smoothing out of things and adding a bigger contrast. I really wanted the face on that pocket watch to pop, so I didn't go with straight black on the background. I didn't. As I said, I wanted I wanted certain things to pop out, and if I were to put straight black on the background, I'm afraid the numbers wouldn't pop out as much. And the numbers on the face or on that pocket watch, I did tattoo those in straight black. So the only things that this piece has with straight black is little accents on the roses, just to give it a little more bump, you know. Little accents on the pocket watch, just to give it a little more shine. Of course, the pocket watch hands, the numbers, the date at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. Everything else, like the background, is my darkest wash that I make, and I blend it out to, you know, whatever blender I choose to use. My client is pretty dark, so I went a little darker than normal. The roses, I kept them in medium and light. Again, certain areas I bumped up the contrast a little bit, but for the most part it was strictly medium, dark, and very little light. Black, I did a reverse highlight with black. So instead of using a whole lot of white on the whole piece, I just bumped up certain areas with black just to give it that extra contrast. And I did add some white. I added a little white on the hands just because I wanted to give it a little extra bling bling. I did a water drop earlier on the bottom rows, which my client didn't notice I did. I just threw it in there. Thought it was fun. Here I'm bumping up the contrast, adding a little more drop shadows and stuff like that. Brushing stuff out little by little. I may have switched to another. I'm using a 7 round to add a little more textures to the rose. 7-round liner, not a mag. And I'm doing the little leaves here. I'm doing them with the 7-round liner. Just whip up the leaves just a tad bit. But I did it with the liner because I want to keep it sharp. I don't want it to blend out into a nothing. You know, I wanted those like, I don't know. I wanted that silkiness to remain there and stay sharp. I wanted those little gradients to end at a sharp end, not. It's hard to explain. You really. And another thing is video being time lapse. It's not going to get you the best results. In order for you to really comprehend what I was doing here, I would have to have a recording in real time, and I didn't do that. I'm not done with the rows on top here. I'm bumping more contrast. Towards this part here, he was kind of over it. He didn't say nothing, and that's cool. You know, I wasn't expecting him to say anything. The dude, he's a stud, man. This guy sat there the whole time, did not move, did not flinch. Whatever I told him to do, he did. Hats off to this dude. It's a big ass tattoo, and we did it fairly quick. It took us, it's almost 5 hours. We're 15 minutes shy of 5 hours. But this area here, the ditch area, it's no fun. The top part of the pocket watch, that shit is no fun. I know it's no fun. He didn't complain. He just took it. It is what it is. I wish I could get a close-up of this area, and I wish that the machine was not blocking the majority of it. But I did a lot of detail on the top of that pocket watch. Where it normally loops the chain, you know. But yeah, I made sure we added enough contrast on it. I wanted that thing to be able to pop from a distance, you know. I want to be able to be visible. I put some Pactine on it to try to get rid of some of that redness. Here I'm already doing a little bit of the highlights. It's not too much. Just keep them simple. Don't overdo it. I don't want to flatten it out. Just in key areas. But as I said, he had enough at this point. I was just trying to really pushing to get the most out of it. But yeah, this is the outcome. This is what we got out of it. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys like what I did here, please comment and let me know if I should continue to do these things. This is not meant to be a tutorial. This is just me having a little fun at the end of the day and sharing what we did. Thanks for watching. See you next.